YouTube, what's up? I know everybody wanna know a quick answer on how to get fit, how to get your six-pack, how to get in shape, how to lose fat, how to get trim, ripped, jacked, buff, whatever you want to call it. No matter, multiple names for it. But the main point is, whatever you want as far as fitness, it's gonna take some real work. I'm out here walking around at the park. I live in Arizona, so it's real hot. So it takes a lot of dedication. I gotta be committed to staying in shape or doing whatever I gotta do to stay fit and healthy, because the environment out here is extreme. It gets to like 115, 120, 125 degrees in the summer. And it'll be 100 degrees at nighttime. No problem. No problem at all. So main things, there's a few things that everyone would need to understand about fitness. Health, for one, starts in the gut. Inside your abdomen, inside there, inside your intestines, you know? I'm trying to keep things as simple as possible. I don't like to use too many big words because sometimes people get confused. I might confuse my damn self using a whole bunch of fancy ass words and shit. But your health starts in your gut, inside your stomach. So the statement where they say you are what you eat, in a sense, that's kind of true. Not exactly, you know, because if you eat chicken, you're not a chicken, but you got to understand what comes with it. So something I like to try to keep in mind, as you get started, you got to start with simple steps. So when you start looking at foods, start looking at them nutrition facts. Look in there, look at the added sugar in there, you know? Look at how much fat and cholesterol and stuff like that, especially if you already have pre-existing conditions, high blood pressure, or whatever situation you got, hypertension, diabetic, stuff like that. Some of these ingredients, high sodium and stuff like that, the more processed stuff, is just gonna only worsen your situation. A lot of y'all gotta really reevaluate your whole situation. Like everything about it, everything you're doing, what you eating, your sleeping habit, the times you eat. That's a big factor, but we'll talk about that later. So like I was saying, look at the nutrition facts. Look at all that stuff. Look at them ingredients in there. Look at how many, I'll put it like this. The less ingredients, the better. And the more simpler the ingredients and the more easier they are to understand as far as like what's in there, the better it's going to be for you, you know? That's why I choose, like, if you're going to choose your poison, I choose regular butter over that spread crap, you know? That margarine crap, that's some bullshit. You don't need that stuff. If you look at the ingredients of that compared to just regular sweet cream butter, it's like night and day. So it's like, it's obvious which one, if you're going to choose one, at least choose healthier options. Another thing, people really gotta start looking into breakfast, because this whole breakfast first thing in the morning thing ain't even necessary. Because you gotta think of it this way. If it's supposed to take you 12 hours, maybe definitely more for a lot of people. Shit, some people got food sitting in there for 48 hours plus, let alone stuff that ain't even getting cleaned out ever. So if it's taking that long, if I eat my last meal 9 o'clock at night, if I'm eating at 6 in the morning, it hasn't even been at full 12 hours to allow the food I was eating before to fully digest. And that's if you like super healthy and everything. On top of that, your body's trying to digest 3 meals a day. If you're eating 3 meals a day, I hope you choosing the foods you eating wisely. You got to choose them foods wisely. That's why I don't even recommend eating 3 meals a day, because that's going to ultimately stop you. Because as you get older, your metabolism slows down, right? So you got to keep that into consideration. Give your body time to digest that dang food. You got to give yourself time to digest that food. You can't just eat something and then eat something right away again and expect to get energy. Because people wonder why they get tired after they eat a huge meal. You know, the whole itis thing. We ain't supposed to feel no itis. You're not supposed to have itis. Come on. If you're going to have itis, you need to be having itis just before you go to bed. No sense in having itis first thing in the morning. This is why a lot of people will drink like a coffee after they just ate, you know, to help perk them back up, because they just got drained from this huge meal. Because your body, picture your body as a energy bar. So you got 6 bars. Your body can only disperse that energy into certain areas. So one of the things that taxes your body the most is food digestion. Digesting your food takes a lot of energy. That's why when you eat those foods that are real hard for your body to digest or process, maybe it's artificial or it's just real tough, you know, it just takes a long time to break down, like meat and stuff like that, like some steak or something, that'd be real. It takes a while for your body to digest, you know. And some parts of food your body can't digest at all. It just spits it right out, like when you corn, rest my case. You got to consider what you put inside your body, because a lot of the time we put excess food in our body, never really allowing our body time to relieve itself and really rest. So if you're eating all day and your body's constantly putting all your energy efforts into digestion and digesting food, you feeling sluggish all day, ask yourself that. Do you feel sluggish a lot of the day? You feel lethargic, like you're just not awake? You got to drink energy drinks all day and you still tired? That's a problem. You need some real self-evaluation. Got to be a thing with fitness and losing weight. Accountability. You got to hold yourself accountable, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else is going to make you skip breakfast and start fasting. Nobody else is going to make you put that sweet stuff down when you know you're trying to lose weight. No one's going to make you choose to drink some water or some nice juice or fruit or something, fruity juice or something, natural stuff, instead of the soda, you know? You got to hold yourself accountable. No one's going to make you do the sit-ups. You got to make you do it. And having a trainer sometimes isn't enough, because you can't always have somebody hovering over you. There's no accountability. You need to be able to do this stuff on your own without somebody there watching you the whole time. So it has to be a desire that's from within. You're doing this shit because you want to do it. You're not doing this shit because some people got movie roles or something like that, but the average Joe ain't got that kind of going on. You got to have it to where in your mind, mentally, you're like, I'm so sick of being in this condition that I'm ready to change this shit right now. You know, like I'm ready to do whatever I got to do to make this change. And someone who's really open-minded is willing to try different things. Fasting being one of them. I say fasting is one of my top weapons for fitness. For real. Fasting. Just skipping breakfast and lunch. And maybe I'll take something liquids, you know, something specific, you know, maybe I may drink coffee, or I may have like B12 or something, or just drink water, you know, just try not to get all that processed. Don't be drinking soda and stuff when you're fasting. But fasting's another topic. But there's things that you can take to deter your appetite, like tea as well. That's a real big one. And the more you sustain the not eating, the more your metabolism's gonna kick in and work for you, you know? I don't want to get too technical just yet, because you gotta build up to it. You gotta build up in layers as far as this information. Another thing, small nutrients, micronutrients, alternative forms of nutrition besides just my protein shake. My protein shake got to get my eggs, you know, broccoli, you know, spinach, the typical shit, you know. Do you know the benefits of turmeric? Do you know the benefits of ginger? This stuff is really good for you. Have you heard of spirulina? Some of the most nutrient-dense plant-based foods out there. Some of the most nutrient-dense foods for you are plant-based. Stuff like ginger and turmeric. Real popular examples. Lemongrass and different teas and stuff like that. There's like all kinds of stuff, minerals and stuff that you need that's going to be within those. Another thing, here's a quick tip. If you're using white salt, cut it out. Cut that shit out. Throw that shit out. Throw it away. Unless you're using regular sea salt, throw it out. That with the little girl in the umbrella, cut it out. Throw that stuff out. That's just all just the sodium chloride. You don't need that. That's just that salt flavor. And that's the stuff that's gonna spike up your blood. That's the shit that keeps fucking up your blood pressure. Cause it's only got one of the minerals. You need that stuff, but once you start adding it too much, you start fucking yourself up. So an alternative, one that has much lower sodium, is gonna be pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt. If you live somewhere where you can buy stuff in bulk, get it. Like Winco's a good example. It's pretty cheap. Dang near the same price as sea salt. It's not expensive. It's worth it. It's worth it because you get all the minerals in it. It has all the minerals, not just sodium chloride. And the white salt, I bet you guys didn't even notice, they put an anti-caking agent in there. They put some shit in there to keep it, because when it comes out of the ground, it's like stuck together. They got to add shit to it to make it so you can put it in your salt shaker. That's why I see pink Himalayan rock salt. Come from the Himalayas, right? Come on, huh? Can't get more fancy than that. Himalayan, pink Himalayan salt is pink. You never had no pink salt. And if you did have some pink salt, kudos to you. You got to start looking at the fine print. You got to start looking at the big picture of fitness. It's not just about looking good. If anything, looking good is the least important thing. Looking good is just something that comes with it. The most important thing is your health. Your health, and you living a long, healthy life, you know? You don't want to just be vibrant in your young age. You want to get older and still be vibrant. You want to still have your wits about it. You still want your brain to be developing. You don't want your testosterone doing this when you get older. You want your testosterone to stay up. You want your testosterone. You want to do things to keep your body continuing the production of testosterone. You don't want to be dropping off. There's new science out here. We don't have to keep doing things the same way that everybody's been doing. I don't know what, we've been following this food triangle for the past forever. And what's at the top? Fat and oils, the same shit that's killing everybody. High cholesterol and all this other mess. This is a conversation for another time, but the Industrial Revolution, when that changed and processed foods were brought in, that's when things started changing. If you look at your history, look at the cancer spike, all these different kind of cancers coming up. Come on. Our past generation made a change. Now it's time for us to change again. You're supposed to learn from the past and improve for the future. If anything, it ain't even about you. Do it for the next generation. You need to learn it so you can pass this information so your kids ain't fucked up. That's why I'm learning it, so I can tell my daughter, so when she go to the store to get the pink salt. Gotta raise our kids to be smart. We can't raise no suckers. It's the next generation. 2020 was last year. If that ain't an eye opener that shit needs to change, if you want to take your health and fitness serious, subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. I'm going to be going into flexibility. These are the things I feel are the most neglected aspects of fitness. Flexibility, gut health, and fasting. Flexibility, gut health, and fasting. Most underrated things. How much stuff do you hear about that? It's usually about how to get your six-pack, how to get your chest big, how to get your shoulders big, how to get cut, how to get ripped, how to get this, how to get that. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.